Hello everybody, this is Sarah Bailey, and welcome to this revision session. Normally I would have a camera down in the corner, but the extension for Google Chrome was giving me issues, so I'll just be recording the screen. This is the manuscript for Book 3 of the Legacy Incarnate memory, and I'm going through the first revision with it. And this particular section I wanted to share with you guys, and maybe if you're a writer you can learn a bit about developing characters. So what I have here, I have Sabra and her friend Tarkua and Deborah. We see Deborah again. And they're facing off, Sabra and Tarkua will be facing off against these three other characters. And when I first drafted this, I described the characters right off. And that's something I've done a lot. Recently I've learned that it's probably better to describe what they look like and the personalities and stuff through action, mainly what they look like, and that's something I've tried to do better. So that's something I'm going to try to do with these new characters. So let's see. She strode away to stand by Eric. He barked out Sabra's nickname with an order, and she moved against the southern wall and faced the rest vals. Deborah settled on Sabra's shoulder, and both watched with trepidation as an older elf near the end of the line came to stand before Tarkua. He had pale hair and eyes, both of his ears completely studded, several earrings and cross. He had a lean, wiry frame that was hunched over. Okay, so this is where we need to cut out some description. So let's get rid of his eyes and hair and stuff here. His lean, wiry frame, hunched over. And when you're working character description into action, it keeps the main action of the scene, in this case a fight, uninterrupted. It helps it to flow better. I recently joined a critique group, and I'm so grateful I did. I've already learned so much. It's only been a few weeks. Okay. I'm hoping to be able to work the rest of his description into this scene. If not, I'll have to describe it later. This isn't right, Sabra thought desperately. That's, I forget what those are called. I used to know what they were called. Biting her lip. She bites her lip when she's in emotional turmoil. He has no metal. Tarkua is a metal mage. In this book, right from the beginning, the reader learns that Tarkua created this belt. It's a plated belt that he uses to mold into different shapes, but for this fight, this test, he's been ordered not to bring it with him. So Sabra's a little worried. She's not sure what he can do without the material he needs. They can't do this. Hey, the elderly elf shouted. Let's do Elven Commander. He's one of these commanders that they're facing. And Mesprit growled. It's not necessarily in his nature to shout, pointing at Tarkua. The Luperbear shrieked and rolled to the side. Let's get rid of that. I don't think I need that there. You're dealing with two characters of the same gender in the same paragraph. That is a good place to use epithets, but you still want to use them sparingly if you can get away with it. You just want to let the reader, you want to make sure the reader understands who they're reading about. with each action, each sentence. He shrieked and rolled to the side as a blast of golden flames. Let's do roared by. There we go. That's a little more descriptive. And dissipated. Elven Commander. The Warlock. Let's just put Elf. We know he's a Warlock. He's shouting spells. The Elf World bestowed another spell at him, and Tarkua dodged. Let's do it again. You can cut out words, do it. Tarkua's head eyes kept swerving about, searching for metal. Most of the rest spells were unarmed, but a few held blades and blunt weapons. As the commander sent a spray of golden needles at Tarkua, we already know he's white and gray. The king shot a hand towards big yawn, towards one of the monarchs present. I think most writers use the word toward. I use towards. I just always have. It's actually more of a British English style to use a word like that. But it's just my style, and you know, even a little thing like that, you want to keep consistent. They tripped in surprise as a long metal rod, engraved depictions of clouds and water, shot out of their belt into Tarkua's talon. As okay, I'm just trying to see if this makes sense. The sentence makes it sound like the Moloch didn't know it was there. Like it didn't belong to him. Let's give her gender. She chirped in surprise as a long metal rod with engraved metal rod. Let's get rid of this, it's not important. Shot out of her belt. And into Tarkua's talon. He scurried and stretched the steel rod into a shield. A thin shield, which managed to repel the needles. And several of when you're doing a revision, that's an opportunity to get a little more imaginative with what you've already written. Needles impaled it while the rest bounced, ricocheted away. Metal sheet. Yawning during a fight scene. Who muttered, well, you know, even with the epithets, I'll try to keep them limited. What the? Man, I must be tired. Another spell. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the recording, and I will see you in part 2. Thanks for watching.